After quite a few years of that game, I wasn't, well, I don't know, I got in the ring with, well, decent company at the time, good featherweights, you know. But however, I wasn't, everybody was telling me I should have done a lot better, but I didn't. Well, I packed it in and then I just disappeared out of the game. And I went, years and years later, I went to do some roof repair, and lo and behold, it was a boxing club, which turns out Dagenham Boys Boxing Club. Now that was what, 11 years ago now, and if you don't mind, I'm still there doing a bit of coaching, which I enjoy. And once again, everybody seems to make a fuss of me, perhaps because I'm a little bloke and I'm getting on, but getting back to this Dagenham, we've been to America a few times, which was very good. And as I said, I enjoy it up there. Hoping keeping, well, we keep a lot of kids off the street and show them what life is all about, like, you know. Oh yes, last year we had, well, they had a tournament up Heidelwood, and what they call the Golden Gloves Championships. It was a form of a schoolboy effort, but we'd 4 bloody winners, like, you know, but good job I never got. That was me and this Keith Mills has trained them lads. Well, we didn't tell anybody we had 4 winners, but as they went to the next stage, they all got bloody beat. But we've got a few good lads coming up, like, you know, but the same old story as kids go on in life and they start jobs and that. They discover a few beers and they kind of drift away, don't they? And just discover women and that, don't they? Like, you know, and they just drift. Well, I was a box fighter, but there's a lot of kids now up there and they just want to have a fight, you know. But if you meet a bloke that wants to have a fight, you should put your hands together and say you got an easy job, because he's going to be coming running at you, ain't he? And you've just got to stick your left hand out in his face. That's all you got to do for 3 rounds, and then the referee put your hands up. If you follow what it is, you know, you get kids that want to have a fight, you know. But of course, there is an occasion that some of these kids can wear you down. Yes, you know, I had it myself, like a couple of them 6-round fighters, when they start a pro game, I thought they never bloody stop the way they keep coming at you. I thought, oh, sod this game. Where if you get to 8 rounds, the more, well, they take their time. If you follow a different type of fighting as against the 6-rounders. The 6-rounders is young fellas, ain't they? They want to get in there and make a name for themselves. But you get 8-rounders, well, bloke thinks he's been around, ain't he? He's a 8-round fighter, he's got to take it a bit easy. He can't go tearing into you. So I always found 6-rounders is harder than the box than the 8-rounders, you know. I was with Dagenham, and when we went to one of tournaments, if you don't mind, I met Terry Spinks at one, a West Ham show. And Terry Bay and a few others, and you better join London exBoxers, Billy. And then I met loads of blokes that I knew years previous, like, you know. And that must be what, well, 10, 11 years ago now, you know. Which I thoroughly enjoy every month, like, you know. It's lovely to see blokes there, like, that you knocked hell out of them, there you are, having a drink with. Well, if you have a row have a fight with a bloke in a pub, not that I've never had one, touch wood, but you mightn't speak to the bloke anymore for the rest of your life, like, you know. But when you have a few rounds with a bloke in the boxing ring, well, you're bloody mates for the rest of your life, ain't you, you know. And, well, you admire each one, like, you know. There's only a few of them up there that I box, like. Eddie West is one. We knocked hell out of each other at Shoreditch, and, well, we got on great. We're good mates, like, you know. There's a lot of people still chatting about the fight we had, you know. We did knock hell out of each other. About 48 years ago. My missus comes out of Bethnal Green. Her living in Bethnal Green, she used to go to a lot of shows at York Hall, doing programmes. Or, you know, I got 2 sons and a daughter. I got 2 grandkids. And as I just showed you, one of them is, well, she went out to Philadelphia just recently as British champion, Irish dancing, and come 2nd in the world. And tonight she's defending her British title. Tonight she is. She was here a while ago. She's off tonight, but everybody thinks she takes after me, being an Irish dancer, but I'm not into that. I'm a bolero and a tango man. When I say that to people in the pub, they always say, well, let's see you, Billy. So then I got to make a bit of room, so I give them a display of me tango steps, you know. Now I took the 2 of them down, and one of their mates, when they was young, quite younger, down to the Repton, because I knew Tony Bones well, and oh, they just had one night of it. And the eldest bloke is into football. As I said to you before, he was mad on football. He's still bloody playing, you know. He's 46 now. The other bloke, he's a keep fit instructor now. He worked for Steiner's on the cruise people. They give him a job out in Miami, give him an office there, and he's done well for himself as an instructor, like. And I think he got homesick. He come home after a few years, and he's still doing it now anyway. He's working for a club up in Woodford somewhere, you know. Oh, I potter about doing odd jobs, you know, roofing jobs, you know. Flat roofing I do, you know. This recession this year has bloody killed me, like, you know. Not financially, health-wise. You know, sitting around not doing nothing, it kind of makes you an old man here. Yeah, I like to do 2 to 3 days a week, you know, or 2 days little jobs. I get about and potter about. I like to get people out of trouble. They got flat roofs and extensions and loft conversions, you know. It's quite nice, and it gets me out of the house, and, well, then I can go out and have a few beers the weekend. Well, it's been my life, you know. It's been great for me, you know. Best thing I ever done, like, you know. I was, when I was young, I was quite good at football as well, like, you know. But this is how I started boxing again, when I told you earlier on about the blokes asked me did I want a game of football in the park, and he had a boxing club as well, like, you know. So I started boxing, but I played a lot of football over Hackney Marshes. But you would find everybody from the East End in the 50s had to run out of Hackney Marshes. And I mean that, honest. Hundreds and hundreds of blokes at all. If you know anybody that age or their age, they all had to run out. Everybody, after the war, like, it was good, you know.